A rum jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum. Oh. Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst. Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
It was all I could do to keep hold of me tea.
Oh my god. Frumple, look at this is terrible.
What? What is it?
They're keeping red wine in the refrigerator. This is sacrilege.
Oh, I say, a gong. Shall I gong it?
At least we know we can make more tea if we need to.
I say, Winklebottom, that fellow must have been going like a bomb when you ran into that wall, what? Ha!
I don't wish to go right now, and certainly not with Frumple standing here.
I say, Winklebottom, I wonder if these chaps know what happened to Gilfrey.
Ulysses Spode of Spode, and Flabbernacle. At your service, sir.
What a ludicrous collection of names that is. You know, I can prescribe medication if you need it. You don't have to go around stealing drugs from dead people.
And how do you know Gilfrey? Do you know why you're invited here today?
In reverse order, not a blasted clue, and I'm engaged to his daughter Constance.
How thrilling. I've always wanted to try my hoof at cooking.
Look at a little bow.
What is it with you and primates, Frumple?
Well, what about your mane? That's probably absorbent.
I've never understood why mole rats are so averse to wearing clothing like any normal animal.
I say, Winklebottom, I bet Gilfrey liked this axe a lot. Because he's an axolotl.
I say, this is some most appetizing looking foliage.
Looks like great fun. Would be better with a mud pit at the end of it, though.
I once knew a chap who was killed after getting trapped in one of those. Sir Bumbles II. Very nasty way to go. One would hope that you at least glance at the words, mind you. Well, thank you for your time.
Go on then. Push off. See if I care.
The Scottish play. Oh, get away from me. Away.
Gone. Can we go now? I'm so bored waiting for this.
You are Lord Winklebottom, are you not?
I say, that's amazing. Did you see all that in your crystal ball? Or a message from the spirits, perhaps?
No, I saw an article about you in the newspaper earlier today.
Procure a heat source? Look, Mush, if you want to borrow a lamp, just bloody well say so, why don't you?
A nice display of flowers. Lovely, delicious flowers. I suppose this fabric will soak up the grease. Ah yes, we now have a greasy tie. How splendid.
You do the strangest things, Winklebottom. Well, that worked about as well as could be expected.
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
My lord, whatever are you doing? Stop that this instant.
Yeah, let me do it. This needs the steady hoof of a surgeon. Oh dear, well, it all went in at any rate.
Right then, I'll wipe this liquid butter around the valve using the tie we cut off a dead moose's mounted head.
There is literally no simpler way we could have done this.
There's nothing left to eat in this vase.
You're addicted, man.
Well, we have a key and we have a locked door. It would be most remiss of us not to at least attempt to use one with the other. Tarquin Bernard Flopsy III, 1865 to 1908, survived by his loving wife, 38 daughters and 42 sons. May he rest in peace.
Don't you know what this is? It's one of those machines for showing, well, you know.
I honestly have no idea.
It shows pictures, photographs, you know, of animals. Animals who aren't wearing any.
Any what?
Well, anything. At all. They're completely undressed. Or so I'm told. I never thought I'd actually see one of these in person.
How absolutely ghastly. Oh my. Here, Frumple, you can keep hold of this. Dame Celia, we should like to borrow your sewing kit.
Don't mumble so, darling.
Look, Frumple, somebody seems to have dropped a book.
Anything good? I like that one where animals from space came down in weird two-legged walking machines, then caught rabies and died. Very exciting.
How do you do, good sir, and how are you this fine day?
Hello! None too clever, truth be told. Got myself stuck in this blasted wire. All tangled up down the old tentacles, don't you know?
I say, how absolutely ghastly for you. Dr. Reginald Frumple, I'm appalled. We must ask her if we wish to borrow her belongings.
Like you asked when you made off with that dead chap's tie, you mean? Don't much fancy being buried myself. Shoved into a tiny wooden box in the cold and darkness. No, I had enough of that getting over here, thank you very much.
See? Perfectly safe. I think.
Honestly, the one thing you should be good at is reaching things at a distance. I say, I wonder where this goes.
I suspect it leads down to the engine. Probably just machinery and such like down there. In any case, there's a red rope blocking our path. We really mustn't cross it.
Oh no, quite so. Unconscionable. Unthinkable.
Well, quite, old thing. Families, eh, Winklebottom? More barely trouble than they're worth. We'd be better off without them. Oh, sorry, Constant.
Well, I'll be jiggered.
I think perhaps we should endeavour to never watch that again. Ever.
Yes, quite so, old thing. Quite so.
This driftwood plank will make an ideal makeshift bridge over to the ship. There, perfect.
Oh yes, this will definitely hold the combined weight of a giraffe and a hippo. Absolutely no danger here.
A little elbow grease is all that's needed for this, I think.
Giraffes don't have elbows, do they?
Well, either way, this seems to be doing the job. Look, Frumple, there's a book of music on the organ. Perhaps you could play one of these.
No, I don't think so. Don't really care for any of them.
You've not even looked. I suppose now we know why this salt is down here. Question is, who brought it here and to what end?
Oh, that's easy. It was the killer, and they brought it to poison Gilfrey.
Very insightful, Frumple, thank you.
Wait, this might be dangerous. Let me stand back first, then you can do it.
Good grief, a piece of paper shot out of the pipe when you played that last note.
Thought it sounded a bit off. Careful you don't prod him too hard. I had an octopus for a patient once. Tried to give him a reflex test by hitting one of his tentacles with a hammer, and he squirted his filthy ink all over me.
I can hear you, you know.
I'm really starting to feel that you have no confidence in my abilities.
No, I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm just saying it's a good job I know the kiss of life, that's all.
My talents. Whatever can you mean, Lord Winklebottom?
Witchcraft, voodoo, whatever it is you call it. You know, having a chinwag with fellows who have kicked the bucket.
Ah, Reverend, there's something rather delicate I wish to discuss with you. Quiet, Frumple.
What is it, my son?
Well, that is to say...
You were in a dirty movie.
Ah, bugger. I just knew it had come out at some point.
So all we have to do is fake a seance and wait for the killer to react. Genius. Or insanity. Honestly, I'm not sure which.
Now, Frumple, it's your turn.
I mean, woo, I am a scary ghost, woo.
Well, don't worry, Reverend, your secret is safe with us.
Oh, is it? That's a shame. It's a blasted funny story.
And what is the message?
Well, I'm jolly cross about being killed and all that, and I'll tell you all who the blessed rosser is if they don't own up right this instant. And I'll probably haunt them for all time, too.
Does anybody in the circle wish to respond to the spirit?
Oh, go on.
No longer here, just memories.
I shall be doing my best to wipe this horror from my own memory, that's for sure. You don't mean...
Yes, Frumple, let's gather the suspects together in the drawing room.
Oh, I do enjoy this part.
My God, Frumple, it's an abomination. I'm not really inclined to start waving a crowbar around willy-nilly. Who's the killer? I'll tell you. Right now, the killer. The killer is... I don't know. Blast, I was rather hoping they might be gracious enough to expose themselves at this point. Frumple, look, it's a table.
Oh, maybe we could hold a nice dinner party. I'm rather hungry. Are you hungry?
Frumple, look, it's a table. Almost there now.
This is it. This is...